Plaintiff Shannon Vincent met the defendant at work, and Shannon thought she was a nice person. But she turned out to be a sex fiend who uses men for money. Shannon's suing her former friend for the balance due on a loan and emotional distress. Defendant Leah Valdez says she has no idea why Shannon's talking about her dating life when Shannon had more men in and out of her bedroom than Leah ever did. Leah claims Shannon is suing for more than she owes, and she's countersuing her for harassment.
Start with you.
I met Leah. We worked together. She was my supervisor. I really thought she was a nice lady. We became friends, but she really had me fooled. She ended up being nothing but a sex fiend. She was asking everybody.
I don't think so.
She was asking everybody to hook her up with guys. She was
No.
I was introducing her to guys. She was going and sleeping with them for dinner, going for a trip for a casino. She was pretty much using everyone that she possibly could for anything that she could get.
How many different men?
3 to 4 at least.
Wow.
She told you that?
Yes.
She told you she was having relations with 3 to 4 men.
I had hooked her up, introduced her to people.
And she told you we had
Yes, she told me, yes, we did have sex, and that he bought her dinner, and she had sex with him.
How about the other 2 or 3?
The one took her to the casino, and she had sex with him. The one bought her dinner. She had sex with him. There was a couple others that just took her out to show her a good time, and she ended up having sex with them.
She told you about all these?
Yes. When we first met, she was dating a guy that lived quite a distance away. They were meeting up at a hotel. She found out he was married. That was when I first started working at the job we worked at, January of 2013.
Okay.
Wow.
And
I also have other statements from people that we worked with stating how she wanted her to them to hook her up with guys as well.
All right. You believe that she is a sex fiend, as you put it.
Yes, sir. I didn't realize how bad she was until I let her move into my house, which was in July of 2013.
What did you observe then?
I was working at a country store, and she had brought one of the guys that I had gave her the number to my house. She really didn't know him. I really didn't know him that well, you know, but I came home from work and found this guy in my house, and I was glad that my kids weren't home, because that's not the type of behavior that I want my kids around.
What were they doing? Were they making love or whatever?
They were sitting in my living room. They were smoking and drinking, and then went to her bedroom.
But she lived, oh, okay. How did you know that? You saw them?
Yes.
Wow.
I saw them go to her bedroom.
Okay.
No.
And what else you want to tell me that gave you the impression that she was a fiend? Is that pretty much it?
She lived at my house for the 2 weeks. She had talked to other guys.
Why did she move out?
I have no idea why she moved out.
Okay, why don't you ask her now? She's here.
I came home and found all of her stuff gone.
Why don't you ask her now? She's here.
Why did you move out of my house?
The reason I moved out of your house is because you had men coming in and out of your house. You were smoking weed in your bedroom, yelling at your children.
Business they're in.
That's why I moved
Same
out.
man for 9 years. I don't have men coming in and out of my house.
Dora wants to know what business you guys are in.
You know, Your Honor, I don't know, but...
Let me hear your side, ma'am. Background on the friendship, and sounds like you're going to respond to her character.
Yes. First of all, I don't know how she can talk about my dating life when her life is a lot more colorful than mine.
Colorful because I date a black
That's
man?
enough, ma'am.
Nope, not at all. Colorful as in you had more men coming in and out of your bedroom than a revolving
Can I
door.
listen to her? Nobody cares about that, ma'am.
Oh, no.
Go ahead. What you talking about? Go ahead.
She just
you
had
know what
lots
she
of
means
men.
by colorful. She wasn't talking about you dating a black man. Nobody care about you dating no black man. Go ahead.
She was dating several men at the same time. She was waiting for her person to get out of prison. And she had stated to me that she was going to get as much fun as possible, quote, in the bedroom, as she can before he got out of prison.
That is such a lie.
But with other men.
Yes. And at that time,
I've been with the same man for 9 years.
Be quiet, ma'am. She didn't say a
was-
word while you were testifying.
You are right. She
You're
had a
getting all
deeper-
defensive and upset. She was very cool and calm and collected, like someone who is being lied about. You are very upset and keep butting in like someone who is guilty of what they're being accused of. So far I believe her. You had all these men coming in and out while your man was in prison on his way home. You had to get your last bit in before he came home. Isn't that what you said? Isn't that what you say?
Yes.
All right. Now go ahead.
I don't deny
How many did she have? She said you had 3 or 4. Did she top you or y'all were even?
Your Honor, I lost count. I really wasn't
lost count
counting.
of how many you had?
No.
Oh, of how many
What
she had.
My
Gotcha.
count was 0. I don't know. I really would like
You
to.
don't do what?
Date.
Oh.
I work too much to date.
Okay, all right. Let's get to the loan that you're suing for, ma'am, and the interest and the emotional distress.
I loaned her money
When?
the end of March, beginning of April.
Okay, how much?
I loaned her $700. She had asked for $1,400, and I would not give her the $1,400.
How much did she repay?
She has repaid $150 within the 2 payments that added up to $150. She made one payment on April 5th, which was the first $100 payment that she had agreed to make.
So she's made a total of $150?
$150.
All right, so you're suing for, what is that, $550?
Yes.
All right. When was she to repay it?
She was supposed to pay $100 a week every Friday when we got paid.
Every week. All right.
And all I got was a bunch of excuses, and she kept
She made one
avoiding me.
payment, however.
She made the one payment the very first week that she was supposed to, and then after that I got excuses and being avoided.
How much
after
you
that.
asking for in interest?
$660. I do have a promissory note stating that she would pay $15 a week interest.
$60. That's against the law. Let's see what you have, man. The interest is just as much as the loan. $700 for the loan, $660 for interest.
Yes, Your Honor. I loaned her the money
Ma'am,
back
let me
in
hear
March.
from you. You loaned her the money and trying to charge her interest that is illegal. This is usury, and this amount of interest is a crime.
I have no idea why she moved out.
Okay, why
I
don't you
came
ask her
home.
now? She's here.
Why did you move out of my house?
The reason I moved out of your house is because you had men coming in and out of your house. You were smoking weed in your bedroom, yelling at your children.
I've been
why I
the
moved
same
out.
man for 9 years. I don't have men coming in and out of my
Yeah,
house.
Dora wants to know what business you guys are in.
Defendant Leah Valdez is being sued by her former friend, who claims Leah is a sex fiend and she uses men for money.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Yes, I don't deny that I borrowed the money, but from the dates from April 13th to August 13th, I have given her $290.
That is a lie.
I have the dates in which I paid her. I have met her at McDonald's.
How did you give it to her?
In cash, 40 here, 50
You met
here.
her where?
McDonald's.
Approximately what month?
In August, I met her at McDonald's twice.
Well, how are you still paying in August if you were to pay $100 a week, ma'am?
Correct. I paid her $100 April 5th,
So you were
$100.
extremely late.
Yes. April 12th, I gave her $100.
Why were you so late?
When I left her home, I moved into another home. I had to pay deposit.
Did
first
you
month.
discuss it with her?
No, I did not.
Why?
For the simple fact, when I left her home, I felt that it was in my best interest to leave right away
Why?
because of the situation, her yelling at her children, smoking weed in her room, having all the men coming in and out.
So
I
at what
didn't feel
point did you
comfortable.
walk out?
I walked out July.
How? You just walked out and
No,
never
I just
gave
told
her
her,
notice?
I said, I found another place to live. It is cheaper than what I'm paying you, and that I am leaving.
What was the discussion?
It was that I had still owed her money and that I was going to get her money as soon as possible. That was the discussion on her couch.
Okay, so this note I have, I still owe $500 of the $700. This was August 29th,
Correct.
and you signed this.
I signed it under duress. She came to my job after work, and she came to me with this. And
After work?
Yes. And I was just
what did
coming
she
out of
do?
work. She got out of her van, approached me, and so that I wouldn't lose my job, I signed it under duress just to
No,
get
you
her.
were already off, remember?
Yes.
Well, so you wouldn't lose your job if someone visits
Well-
you when you're off.
Correct, but
Right. I know I'm correct. When you're off, you can do what you want to do.
correct, but she
Right.
was not allowed to be
So-
on the property because
Oh.
she
That
was
is
let
not
go.
true neither.
All right.
I was asked
so,
to come
did
up
you
there.
call the authorities or whomever banned her from the property?
No,
Okay, so you had no problem with it.
I did,
Right.
but
Now
I did
you
not
do
call
because
the-
you owe her. And she came there to get her
Yes,
money
yes.
when you were off.
Yes.
All right. Judgment for the plaintiff. I'm going to subtract that that interest that you won of $660. The balance says here, as of August 29th, $500.
Yes,
so that's
I
what
was-
you'll get. $500 is your judgment. Your claim is dismissed about harassment. I think you're suggesting that her coming to your job once you were off was harassment, and that's your only basis. And your excuse today is you were forced to sign it. Why were you forced to sign it? Because she came to me while I was off work.
In my parking
That's
lot.
when, ma'am, that's when you wanted to come to you, is when you're off work. And that's what she did. Have a good day. Judging for the plaintiff, yours is denied.
I think you're using little and karma's gonna get you.
Well, you know what?
I really don't care
Look
what
in
you
the
got
mirror
to
because
say.
it's gonna happen to
I've been
you.
with the same man for 9 years.
No,
what
you
said was
haven't.
nothing but lies.
No,
and you know nothing
you're
about
the
my
one that
business.
lies.
I really don't care what you have
I don't-
to say.
neither do
you
I.
Can just leave me the hell alone.
I have.
Nasty.